Okay, for the first time ever, we got a second part with Rick Flow. Awesome. I love the vibe, and I love. Yeah, we got Rick back. Let's do it again. Yeah, waiting for our guest. Hopefully everybody will come back to listen to it. Hey Rick,
Boom. Yes, we're
first
back.
time ever we're doing the second part. So I guess if you have 5 more minutes to show us some of your new tracks, it would be amazing. And also I was just about to ask you the last question for today about I would just like to ask you some feedback about show.
Yep,
You are
sure.
you're an experienced artist, and you just started your show from the artist club. You just got introduced to our community, so you uploaded new music and hopefully got some new fans from our community. So I would just like to ask you, just tell us about your experience. How do you like what you like about show for me? So what how was it? So yeah, this is basically my last question for you.
Yeah, it's been good. So far, so good. Like as being with a background in graphic design, like I love the interface. I love all the graphics that I've seen because usually I'm quite critical of these things. Like I do all the artwork for, well, I pretty much do all the artwork for Jungle Brown. Although big up to the designer at Mr. Bongo who
Uh,
done the deluxe full circle and pretty much pushed on
Great.
from where I started. But yeah, so like I've got an eye for design. So I love everything I've seen. It's levels. Um, and yeah, it's been easy to use.
Great.
It's been early days, so I can't fully, I haven't fully worked on the interface, but just in a sense of uploading music and the things that I've done, it's been pretty intuitive. So I'm looking forward to what you guys have got next.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a plan for next stream. So yeah, thanks a lot. Right now we have a lot of things coming. Right now we have a new feature with online concerts. I told you about it. So guys, if you're a musician, you can set up the concert with us. It's free, and you can make some profit out of it. And also you can sell music, you can do shows. A lot of stuff and show for me is going on. So yeah, tune in, and maybe you'll get a chance to be the next person in the IG stream or play your own show. So thanks, Rick. Thanks for the feedback.
Well, good.
Or-
As an off question, actually, did you is the last stream? Is it gonna be on? You're gonna keep on your story?
yeah. I've already did
That's the
it.
wave. All right, boom. All
Okay,
right,
great.
cool.
No worries. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
All right.
Yeah, right now it's a moment of truth, like Gangstar said. Uh,
Okay.
I love Gangstar, and I love the album and the latest one. I mean,
Dope.
it's awesome. So the moment of truth right now, Rick Flaw is gonna be showing us some.
Yeah, man, it's mad. Even the my kind of highlight tune, you could say that was on promo. I'm not even gonna play it because we ain't got time. So let's just crack on with what you're gonna hear next. So right, where are we? I've got so many demos here. Let me show you the best of right now. Um, all right, so um, as I hinted about earlier, like I've loved selection. Like I like the idea of just pushing the sound forward. Um, and some of the people that I like Saba and even like Dante Hitchcock. They're pushing it forward, and in a way, without talking too much, this is the vibe. So this is literally it's called vibing. Self-explanatory. Let's go.
Let's do
Grateful, maze on like peso. Lesson from the word money, rightly stable. Preparation meeting opportunity, seeing light in my history. Uplift mode enabled. Right rack with that free life. Cover my name in that table. We not school no more. The fixed thing got ignored. Found my pattern in the chapters. The whole thing stopping the action. Living life like a movie. Staying present like totally. And we're only getting started. I be feeling like it's already.
Yeah. Good.
We be vibing, energy don't lighten. You can be lying.
Yeah. That's great. That's great,
We
man.
be
We're still in demo form. Like
Great tune.
I feel there's a little bit of tuning, but you get the energy in it. It's just like,
Yeah. I love
you know what I mean? It's just I love the vibe. I love the instruments.
Sun is shining, I've been vibing. Chilling with my girl at the country in a buggy.
Halfway around the world.
Philippines, I'm proud to beach, hunting in the streets, glitter in the beach.
She's looking juicy like, woo, look at me.
It was all a dream, feeling like a kid.
Okay,
This is that was supposed to be.
when you're built to win.
I would pay for application, traveling Asia, animation. Best is I be documenting Ruby on
Getting games.
trip back 314 to Glastonbury.
Hey.
Gigs in Europe from France to
That man.
Ukraine. Working with
So yeah, this is the vibe.
I mean, like, it's perfect.
I never used to sleep.
When-
What on my stuff?
So yeah, that's a hint of the vibe.
Great
Um,
one. I love that. Fire.
so, but you know what? Just to talk to people about the process, because I usually try and do this with young people when I'm doing workshops.
Uh-huh.
The maddest thing is, sometimes it's worth not even talking about what you're gonna do in music. Just do it, because, for instance, to get to the point, I challenged myself for the last month not to use autotune. I was like, nah. Like, everyone just sounds like they're trying to be Travis Scott, so I just want to differentiate myself. But what I realized in the last few days is that I love melody so much. If you notice, all of my songs, I'm always like, you know, doing a bit of a melody. Like for me, like straight rapping is not enough. Like, because ever since I was a kid, I've always, like, I was even in the choir. Like, my voice is not amazing. I ain't got a voice of an angel, but I've always loved singing in any way that I can. So like, it's funny. We put these rules on ourselves to be like, to differentiate ourselves. And I do, and I know how I'm doing it differently. Like, I'm not the greatest mixer, and I'm not trying to be, but I know my thing is that I've got to make sure the bars are potent. I'm not just going, hibbida, hibbida, hibbida. Like, I'm making sure the bars are potent. And my way of using autotune is just to tweak my tone and just make sure it's not the main asset of my tune. Make sure it's more of an ad-lib thing, or it's more of a background thing.
Yeah.
So it's mad, because honestly, like, I'm hard on myself sometimes. I'm like, no, I'm not doing what they're doing. I'm not doing that. But at the end of the day, sometimes what sounds good, and like, don't deny it, innit? Just make sure you're putting your sauce on it. That's it.
Where you produce? You produce in FL Studio?
Now, to be honest, I'm not on the producing wave yet. As soon as I start producing, game over. But because I've got so many ideas for production. Like, I'm Nigerian, so I want to sample Fela Kuti. There's so much African stuff I want to sample, so much like West African stuff I want to sample. But I'm just keeping that in my mind for now. But for now, I just want to, I'm using, for guys that want to know how I'm getting these wavy beats. I use BeatStars, because you're getting talent from all over the world. I'm working from some from Amsterdam, from the US, from all of these places, and it's been incredible. Whereas, like, there's great stuff in London, but at the end of the day, it's the difference between, I don't like you just have to use BeatStars and find out, innit? Like, BeatStars is incredible. You've even got Stack Selector on there. Come on, like, how would I be able to get access to Stack Selector without knowing Joey Badass or something? Like, I can get Stack Selector tunes off BeatStars for myself. So that, I feel it's a game changer. And half the time that I write, what I found out recently is that I can get a beat from someone.
Oh yeah.
But then I just don't, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, when you got an access pool to 1,000 beats, you don't know which one's going to be good or not. Whereas when you got an access pool of 5 beats, you're very limited. So I just love the fact that I've got abundance and I'm not being restricted.
Actually, about
Shout out to the producers that have sent me beats. I'm sorry if you haven't heard the demo from me yet. I'm going to get in contact with you very soon. But yeah.
we have a question from our friends. All hail Hyena. Hey guys, how are you doing? They asking, do you worry about your beats sounding like everyone else though?
No, you know what? You know what? Like, this is the thing. This is why I want to get into production, because I know if I get into production, the ideas that I have in my head, I can implement. But until that day, like, BeatStars is based on, like, to a certain extent, type beats. So there's obviously going to be Travis Scott type beat, Drake type beat, Joey Badass type beat, whatever type beat. So I can't, there's only so much I can do. I have to just focus on my on what's strongest for me, and what's strongest for me is my lyrics and implementing some melody. That's all I can do for now. And then in the future, God willing, I will get into a place with production, or I'll co-produce with someone like in real life, and we'll be like, you know what, I love this vibe. Let's go down this way because I feel that this is something that's unique within the industry.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the contact of a great beat maker. Okay.
Yeah, definitely do it. I'm always open, man. Always.
Okay, great. So maybe you have something more to show
I'll
us.
show one. I'll show another. Yeah, I'll show you another one. This one's called Before I'm 25 because the reason why I made my first solo project was because before I'm 25, I wanted to see my dad for the first time. I wanted to go skydiving, and I wanted to make an album about my life. Speaks to that.
If I ever before I'm 25. If I ever before I'm 25. Came out of uni with a daily new blood. Q1, but it should have been a first. Fuck it, now it's time to find work. New challenges will emerge. Can't pay rent, go back to mum. You're not there, now you will learn. The job center's not helpful. The mindset in there is mental. Start putting in work with the rebels. Late nights are instrumental. Ton of emails on the regular. Instability in this nebula. I can't be a failure. I can't work in the sector what I graduated from. Can't be cleaning with mum. My confidence will be done. My dad was 25. Let me skydiving to my neighbor for
Nice
my
stuff.
ride. See my father for the first time. Right now I'm my life. Before I'm 25.
Yeah.
My dad was 25. Let me skydiving to my neighbor for I ride. See my father for the first time. Right now I'm my life.
So romantic.
I used to sleep on Joe. No sleep wasn't getting up. Boring work, need to adjust. Find the method to the madness. This man ain't made up. It's a master. My art, know the target. Make music to find answers. See my father skydive into darkness. Make biz, run with the bar. Curiosity knows where the art is. That's where the art is. Don't give a shit about making hits. Don't for hits. True colors from the abyss. With no regrets.
Check this.
I can say that I did. I tried. I skydive into my dreams to feel I'm alive. Not just living for this 9 to 5 with corpses in my mind. Caught like Christ in my life. Nah, I was mortified. Much failure to continue. Take life once to die. So I quit my job, went freelance, and a boy called Rick was made a master to put my all into marketing and take a trip to Johannesburg.
Yeah. So
Love that.
that's the
Rick.
vibe.
Awesome
So-
vibe. I mean, like, I will be looking forward to those, definitely. So maybe.
So I call that sound, for me, just so people know, I call that sound Chillwave because
Chillwave, yeah,
because what I mean by Chillwave is that
sure.
although making the album, I might switch up a few vibes, but Chillwave to me is my personality. It's like I know about the wave, but I'm chilled. I'm not like I'm not like that guy. I'm chilled, but
Yeah.
no, that's it. Actually, here's a better definition. I'm chilled, but the music you can get hyped to. You know what I mean? It's not just like it's like you can lounge to it or you can get hyped to it. It's got the balance. That's what I love about that sound. I feel like it's got both the elements.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'm pretty much the same. I love the same vibe. I mean, like the chill vibe, all those things, and I don't like when music is like bah, 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 to my ear.
Yeah.
Something bad to my ear. So it's very, very important to me as well. Okay. So maybe you can tell us one more thing about maybe they announce maybe you can announce the release date if you know it.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I can't like what you're hearing there may sound like it's ready, but to me it's not because I haven't released an album in 6 years. It's mainly because I've been working on Jungle Brown material.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to make sure that this is like it's levels. Like in that track you heard just before I cut it off, you heard a bit of poetry in there. And I want to make sure I'm not just spitting, putting a couple melodies and it's done. I want to make sure I'm putting elements to make it more unique. So whether it's like a skit, whether it's a bit of poetry, whether it's um, possibly getting singers, possibly getting, you know, guests. Like, you know, I just want to make sure it's full bodied. So right now, especially because I've literally created it so soon, I don't wanna rush. So it'll come out when it's ready. That's the answer.
Okay, great. Rick, should I save this one in Instagram?
Yeah, save this one because actually I want to hint one more tune, and this tune, or maybe I'll do two more. But this next tune is not. It's not like the others, but it means a lot. And it's basically there's a UK rapper that recently passed away due to COVID.
Oh, really?
Called Ty. He's a legend in the game. Like he died at 47 years of age.
What's his name again?
Ty.
I guess I've heard something like that in LinkedIn.
I mean,
feed.
yeah. Like some people could look at Ty as an underground rapper, and to be honest, I'll be honest with you, when I knew Ty through mutual events, and just the London circuit, I didn't really tune into his music too tough. And it's my bad. Like the way I am, like I shouldn't even be getting into this, but I just when it comes to flow, I just wasn't channeled into his frequency. Let's just say that. But what really connected me with Ty was the fact that through this thing that I saw on television, he was in foster care as well, and he was on a mission to kind of understand about this phenomenon called, let's say, farming. Farming is basically a phenomenon between the 70s and 80s where West African parents used to farm to their children to white suburban families. And just knowing that he'd been in a similar situation to me, we had plans about talking about how we can find out people that have lived like this and the kind of implications and the trauma that they felt from it, and if they wanted to feel connected and wanted to feel supported, because this is a part of British history, yet no one seems to know about it. So to cut long story short, I featured Ty on this track because he was the catalyst of me watching this film, a documentary called Forbidden Games. And without saying too much about what the track's about, all I've got to say is if people watch the documentary Forbidden Games, you will understand to a certain extent why I had to do this track and how it relates to me. That's all I've got to say. So yeah, we're gonna play a bit of it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Great, thanks.
A whole generation of
Live
people
stream. So if you
that were struggling to kind of have jobs in the time when it was no dogs, no blacks, no Irish, had to foster their children. So there's a whole generation of young or old people like myself that actually have this disconnect in regards to black African culture and English culture because they were fostered. And some of them didn't have good situations. Some of them did. So John Fashanu is an example. That story is linked. It needs to be told.
Diasporic karma, a family business. I need to love you at a distance. Trigger warning and silent treatment. Energy done with persistence. I need to lead by example. Mental health, you can't see it. Actions speak louder than words. See, you gave up to the meeting. Respect has lost its meaning. Too much trauma, yeah, numb with the feeling. You won't find this on Tracy Beaker. British history ain't got the feature. I don't want to get deeper. I just want to heal pain. So disconnected real, when you reveal your heel, break the chain. I need to love you at a distance. I need to love you at a distance. At a distance. I need to love you at a distance.
You know what? That's all I'm gonna hint for now. Actually, that's all I'm gonna hint for now. That's it. It's, you know,
That's great one.
unlike the other tunes, that has actually got a melodic chorus because
Yeah.
the tune doesn't need it. You can tell by the emotion of it. It's more about like, yeah. Well, if you heard it, the chorus says, "I need to love you at a distance," and that's all that needs to be said. I don't really need to put any sauce on that. Is what it is.
Exactly. I felt a little bit hypnotized by that tune. I just sit and like thought of something. So like
Yeah.
I love that. I love the vibe, and I love the talk sample. mixes with the reverb saxophone in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I love
Thank
the
you, man.
lyrics and the rhythm, because you don't expect this rhythm, so it's like it's 2 times slower than it has to be. But
Yeah, yeah.
when it comes to it, it's like it's a lot groovy. So you select great beats. Uh,
Safe, G. Thank you.
this is also very important to select the correct beat for your track.
Yeah, man. That's half of the battle. You know, like half of the rappers that we love, they didn't get to where they're supposed to be because they're poor beat selectors.
Yeah.
Like Cannabis, for instance. Like he's a poor beat selector, but his bars back then were insane. So yeah,
I
it's half
got
the
it.
battle.
I got it. So Rick, yeah, it was great. You told me that you have one more song to show us, or
Oh really? Oh yeah. I mean, I guess I could end. Yeah, let me end on a high because I don't want to end on that track. That was just
yeah,
that works on that album.
okay, we can listen to one more song.
Oh, all right. This one is very different. This is not Chillwave. This is me once again not putting restrictions on myself, and I just heard a beat and I was like, fuck it, let me see if I can fit within it. And to be honest, within like one take, it just felt like it worked. So I'm gonna show you it. Literally did this a few days ago. What's it called? Fuck, what's it called? It's called Phantom Jazz. All right, here we go.
I watched a lot of guys die, man. I watched a lot of great guys not make it. I watched a lot of no good playing guys make it. So it's just
Flow state matters. Wibbity, wibbity. Just a witty spasm. Yeah. Yeah. Creating these waste paintings with more relevance than a battle of Hastings. In my history piece and I'm on the well listen. These fabrics with lead drugs and more fragments. House music chill with these baggy trousers like madness. One step beyond plotting these thoughts like Damien Hirst. Young British artists, butterfly with the words observed in the ear rather than getting turned. Adjusting my ties with no concern with the herd. A guru, voodoo, drinking the bitches, moving that's really kind of blood. That's no familiar, but school with the brilliance. I don't care for the reptilians and idiots. When I'm in the art, sparking life with dark. Fishing for what's under the surface, words turn, hooked and submerged. Deep in the abyss with the mermaids. Flashing memories from early. Back on my from Mars, goosebumps and running around church. At home first.
So the reason why I showed that one is because I purposely didn't want to kind of go down that direction, but because I'm just like because the flow is so like random and just it's kind like it's jazz like the way it's called Phantom Jazz. The way I feel about jazz is that although I'm not deep in it like Miles Davis, the way I feel about it is that it's like a spiritual vibe where it's just like you're not even supposed to know where it's going. And with rap can sometimes feel like it's repetitive and it feels like it's the same pattern. And just the fact that I feel like I'm just jazzing with my voice, I'm like, you know what? Actually, this is alright. It sounds cool. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why I like that one.
Well, I love all of them because they have the vibe that
Yeah. Still, the jazz sample kind of flex that I'm gonna get across the whole project. You hear it.
I love this kind of music. So let me know one of the first when it's gonna be released.
Yeah, definitely.
Rick,
When it's fully ready.
we'll not take your time anymore.
Cool, man.
Very
Thank you.
very happy that you joined our anniversary stream, and I'm happy that you presented some tracks to us. So it's very very important. We're gonna leave this record as you wish it. We're gonna leave this in our IGTV. So yeah, guys, tune in every Friday. Rick, thanks a lot. It was so great to have you today with us. And
Bless, man. Anyone that's got any more questions? I did see a few questions, but sorry I didn't answer them. Just message me in it, and I'll answer them. I
yeah,
wasn't sure. I put a LOL on that last question that I saw because I wasn't sure if that was. I can't remember what I saw. It's like Chillwave Cloud or Chill Cloud. Like I wasn't sure if it was a real playlist. But if it's a real playlist, hit me up personally, DM me, and let's see what we can do. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna be working. Thank you for tuning in, and there's so much more to come.
okay, great. Keep it moving, bro.
Yes, that's the wave.
Yeah, have a great day, buddy.
Safe G and you, man.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bless.
Bless.